You're listening to Sheep, where we put the funny back into the news. I'm Andrew Bolton, and with me, as always, my fellow sheepolite, Mel Fessenden. All right, and we are back with another episode.
Hello, everyone. It is I, Mel Fessenden.
And it is me, Monday. Wait, no. It is me, Andrew Bolton, and together we are Sheep. Not our worst.
Weirdly enough, no.
Yeah, it's like the more sarcastic I try to get with it, the better it actually is.
Yeah, I just kind of support you.
No, I support you.
You were definitely the solo act of that one.
All right, I'm glad you guys heard it here first, folks. Alrighty, guys. Well, happy Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Or unhappy, because it is Monday.
Yeah, we'd understand.
Yeah. There's some Monday Night Football going on tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're into that, that's a good day. Otherwise, hopefully your fantasy team is winning.
Yep.
Mine is not.
Yeah, you pick a bad.
Yeah, so what? I drafted 2 kickers first and second round. What's your point?
Yeah, I know. You saw their potential.
Hey. And I didn't even pick the good one who just broke a record either.
Oh,
66 yards, yeah. Pretty impressive, actually.
Yeah, got a little lucky with the bounce on the bar.
Okay, let me think. How many world records do you have?
Well, probably a lot. I've just never reported them.
So modest. Alrighty, guys. Well, let's get into some stories today. Okay. So, Halloween's coming up next month, right?
Mm-hmm.
And October's right around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
And so a lot of haunted things and spooky creatures are going to be coming out.
Oh.
So, in lieu of that, man accidentally stabs 11-year-old while trying to scare him in a haunted house.
Oh.
Yeah.
I guess he didn't bring his fake knife to the haunted house.
I think these kids now are so desensitized with video games and just what they can see on the internet that, just jumping out at them doesn't scare them anymore.
Yeah, you just bring a fake knife.
No.
They make them pretty authentic nowadays.
No, they can tell. They can tell.
Yeah, the kid's like, why is it not disappearing into the sheath? Just into my body.
Yeah. What do you think he got stabbed?
Stomach.
Stomach?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I guess that would make sense. That'd be the most horrifying.
It's the biggest space to aim for, although I don't know what this worker was doing.
Well, actually, if there are 11-year-olds from Ethiopia, it's the smallest spot to aim for.
No.
So,
way to keep it real.
Thanks. Just letting everybody know that we've got it pretty good here.
Yep.
So, an actor at an Ohio Fair's haunted house stabbed an 11-year-old boy in the foot while trying to scare him.
Oh. All right. Well, at least he wasn't really aiming for anything. It sounds like he just dropped the knife.
Yeah, it is, though. Anything going for your ankles or feet is always very terrifying for me.
Oh, my gosh, right?
Yeah. Because you're like, you're being dragged, right?
I'm always scared in the middle of the night to get off the bed because I'm worried something's going to reach out from underneath.
Well, we don't even have a bed frame. That's why.
And that's why I'm not pushing for one.
Sure, we can sleep on the ground forever.
I feel the safest I've ever felt in my life.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's too bad we have 5 closets in our bedroom.
Gosh,
it's
right?
a real shame. Yeah.
Yeah, those are scary.
So, a worker in the popular 7 Floors of Hell attraction. We've heard of it.
Mm-hmm.
Or I have. I don't know if you have.
Mm-hmm.
7 Floors of Hell attraction attempted to scare the child while holding a real Bowie knife, striking his foot while stabbing the ground next to the boy, a police report said.
Where could this have gone wrong?
I don't know. Maybe he also plays, during the off season, he works at one of those western towns where they're doing that knife game where they're going
right
in between the fingers, and he's just really cocky.
It could have been the kid's fault, because I know for me, I always accidentally jump into the wrong spot when I'm trying to avoid something like that.
That's true. We normally blame the stabbed child.
I'm just saying.
What could he have done to avoid this?
I'm just saying, for that knife game, for instance, with the hand, usually I'll end up overshooting it as the person that's wiggling their fingers, and I'll get messed up that way. Of course, with a pencil. It's not a knife.
Yeah, you've never done that.
No, I would not trust a knife in anyone else's hands.
No, that's fair, because I was like, I think I was like 4 or 5, and my brother took me on his bike, right? And I was on, I want to say like his lap or something like that. And he pretended that he had lost control of the bike and we were going to run into this boulder. And so instead of just letting him, try to save us, I jumped off the bike.
Bailed on him.
I bailed on him, but my foot got caught in the spoke. And so then he ended up just grinding on me. So it ended up even worse.
Oh, gosh.
Had I just... but I want you to know that I don't look back at that and go, what could I have done differently? It's his fault to this day.
I just wonder if that worker was like, why did you jump to the left?
Yeah, my God.
That was clearly where I was stabbing.
He probably was just mortified.
Well, I don't know why I was bringing a real knife.
I don't know. You're in Ohio.
Like any dollar store around Halloween will have something for you.
Yeah, but it's a month early. Or you
That's
work
true.
at the 7 floors of hell. They should have like one of those knives in the gift shop.
Yeah, that's true.
So the knife pierced the child's Croc shoes and cut his big toe. He walked up to my son and said, and he was holding the knife, and his intentions were to scare him. But my son responded to him saying, "That's fake. I'm not scared." Oh, yeah.
Way to call it, hon.
Uh,
Oh, man.
See-
I don't know. That's lesson to be learned. Don't wear Croc shoes.
yeah, once again, blame the child.
Don't blame the shoes. I hate those things.
Yeah.
I don't get them. I've had a pair. They weren't really that comfy.
Well, maybe steel-toed Crocs is the new thing.
I'm sure they have some. They've really gone far with that product.
Yeah, what would have been even scarier, though, I think this guy should improve his act by doing it this way next time. Get, like, a fake forehead, right?
Okay, all right.
With, like, a little bit of blood, and the next time somebody says that, you just go, "Oh, yeah?" And you just cut your forehead. And
He's
then
got,
blood.
that's a one-trick pony, though.
Yeah, but I mean, also, hopefully these kids are not just running around going, "Fake. That's fake. I don't believe
know
you."
what friend group you were a part of, but usually every friend group has one.
I didn't have any friend groups.
No.
Yeah, so thanks for bringing that up.
Yeah.
So the mother of the stabbed boy, Karen Bindarsky, said, "I'm highly upset." I think that's a reasonable amount of upset.
Yeah. Like, your kid's gonna survive.
Yeah.
But he should have never been put in this situation.
No.
Now he's just gonna be scared for real at haunted houses. Actually, good for the kid. Now he gets the genuine feeling of haunted houses.
Yeah, plus this kid now knows that he really can't spot a fake. So,
Yeah.
is it fake? I don't know.
Second guessing himself forever
for
now.
the rest of his life. He'll never know if it's fake or not. Are these real boobs? Are they fake? I don't know.
Yeah, they're getting pretty good nowadays.
Nah. So the employee responsible was identified as 22-year-old Christopher Pogozelski. Apparently there's just a lot of Polish people in this town.
Yeah.
News 5 Cleveland reported. Rodney Geffert, president of Night Scream Entertainment, which owns the 7 Floors of Hell attraction, insists that the incident was accidental. I guess he got a little too close. It was a complete accident and poked the boy's toe.
Yeah. And from now on, they should provide the props for the workers. Unless they did, then it's completely not his fault.
Yeah, and he just went and got his own knife. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, if he was bring your own knife to work day.
I loved that day growing up. So they just kept saying, accidents happen, Bindarsky explained. She also said that the staff initially denied her son first aid. They told me that they were not certified to administer first aid, she said. Yeah,
What?
it feels like they're trying to cover their own butts, but it feels like you should also have somebody who could administer first aid.
At least slap a Band-Aid on something.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if it's yeah, agreed.
Yeah, I mean, even lifeguards are mediocrely trained for that. It's a 3-hour seminar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Spoken like a lifeguard.
Mm-hmm.
So police confiscated the knife from Pogozelski, who said he brought the weapon from home and admits that using the knife was not a good idea.
On second thought.
Yeah, I'm not going to say any Polish jokes because they're a little too obvious with this one, and I find them wildly offensive.
Oh, not even one?
No, but maybe they should stop hiring Polish guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Gefford says employees are not allowed to touch customers and are only allowed to use rubber prop knives provided by the company. So the police took the knife and I made it real clear with him, you don't go to your vehicle and get something out like that. We just don't do that, Gefford explained.
That's another worker going over and beyond.
Yeah, you really think that he was probably an employee of the month, too.
Yeah, exactly. He brought his own chainsaw.
Yeah.
His own axe.
Yeah, his own dead body. I mean, this guy goes above and beyond for the 7 levels of hell.
Make sure the dead body's always fresh.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Otherwise, how are you supposed to really make the realism there?
Yeah, exactly. The smell. You don't want that.
Primo. All right. Moving on.
Alrighty then. Good start to Monday.
Yeah.
That's how we're all feeling.
Stabbed in the toe. Stabbed in the toe Mondays. So, prison for serious sex offenders to distribute pronoun badges during National Inclusion Week. I didn't know if you knew this, but it's National Inclusion Week.
Oh. Nobody told me. No one included me in that.
Well, that's because you're a cis white female.
I'm not included in Inclusion Week?
No.
No.
Yep. That's how it goes. So this seems crazy to me. Pronoun badges?
Well, at least they are starting to see that it's impossible to keep them all straight.
Keep what straight?
All the pronouns.
So they're putting badges on people?
Yeah. I would say if you want to be called something, sure, you're welcome to wear a badge for the rest of your life.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Yeah.
Make it easy for everybody.
Yeah, exactly. At least give us a somewhat of a winning shot at that one.
That's fair. All right. I didn't think of it like that. So a prison that holds rapists, pedophiles, and sex offenders is handing out gender pronoun badges ahead of its inclusion week. That way, the rapists and sex offenders know which ones to go after.
Exactly.
It makes it easier for them.
Mm-hmm. They want to know what they prefer.
Yeah, they're like, which way do you go? They go, he, she? They, them?
I identify as a little girl.
Yeah. Perfect. You're going to be really popular. So.
A weird spot to do this in.
Yeah, this seems so stupid. So the official Twitter account for HMP Isle of Wight, the jail that oversees both HMP Albany and HMP Parkhurst, which each hold almost exclusively those convicted of serious sexual offenses, tweeted at the weekend about its inclusion plans.
You know, they used to do, like, real testing on inmates. You know, like scary stuff. Scary scientist in the basement stuff. Now this is where we're at. Social testing.
You think it's a test?
I think they're trying this out at prison first to see how it does socially. And then maybe they'll try to implement it in the real world.
I would love it if they all just put, like, she, her, and that way they're all trying to get, they're like, I identify as a woman now, so you got to get me over to that woman's prison.
I mean, some people are really trying to do that.
Yeah, I know.
A more authoritative way without a badge.
Yeah, but still with a penis. So
yeah, isn't that crazy?
It is. So the account posted a picture of 6 lilac-covered badges. Lilac is the most calming of colors, apparently.
Oh.
So the 6 lilac-covered badges with various pronouns, including he, they, her, they, them, and the more common of the two, she, her, and he, him. Yeah. And another simply had the words ask me written across.
These inmates have too much time on their hands.
Well, yeah, that's the definition of being an inmate, right?
Yeah. Also, lilac is the combination of blue and pink.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. Boy and girl.
Oh, I guess that makes sense then.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Good for them.
Yeah.
They really thought that through. So HMP Isle of Wight tweeted, in preparation for National Inclusion Week, our equalities teams have started distributing pronoun badges. What's your pronoun? He, him.
I would just go crazy with it. I would do the, I forgot what they're called, but the pronouns. Yeah, basically. The pronouns where you're just picking an object to be, or an animal, or really anything. I met a girl named Pudding.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, her name wasn't Pudding, but that's what she liked to be referred to, right?
Yeah. No, it was Giggles.
You met her?
Yeah, no, I served her. She liked to be called Giggles.
And what can I get, so like instead of saying ma'am or miss, you'd say, what can I get for you, Gigs?
I actually might be wrong right now. He liked to be called Giggles.
Oh, it's a he. Oh, that actually makes more sense to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the tweet then went on to list the hashtags inclusion, equality, diversity, and united for inclusion. I think that they could do... I just really don't care. It seems weird that they're doing this in a prison full of sex offenders.
Right.
They
I don't see any harm in it, but I don't think it's furthering any of the inmates at all.
No.
Like, what I think they need to focus on, from my bigoted side over here, I think they need to focus on figuring out how to get themselves into society.
So I didn't like the way that you said bigoted side, and then you pointed at me.
Oh, I went like this.
Yeah, like my bigoted side over here.
I just meant like my right side.
Yeah, I'm on your right.
Yeah. I didn't mean you.
Yeah, sure.
No.
I heard it.
Now I mean you.
Okay.
I'm over it.
So moving on, by the way. So a woman called in 2 bomb threats to her boyfriend's workplace so she could spend more time with him.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, really Romeo and Juliet.
Until she goes to jail, and now they're separated more than ever.
Well, then he needs to call in the bomb threat. Really reciprocate. Really prove his love.
Yeah. And then one of them claims to be female in that way, or he claims to be female that way he can go into the girls' prison.
Are you trying to combine stories again?
No, I was just saying that's what
loophole.
some guys have been doing.
Yeah.
And female inmates are not comfortable with it.
No, but they outnumber them. I feel like you could really do some damage.
Yeah, and there's some scary girls out there.
Yeah, there are. So a woman in Maine was arrested after she made bomb threats to her boyfriend's workplace so she could spend more time with him, the Portland Press-Herald reported.
People do not think through bomb threats that well.
No, we had that one lady who did it on a plane.
Mm-hmm. Just so she was hoping that her son wouldn't mess up his attendance.
You know, the difference is...
But she called it in at the airport, so I don't know...
Yeah, I don't know what she was thinking.
What's going to be happening.
What's weird for me is guys go through with their bomb threats. They make the bomb.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the girls just go, bomb threat. That's good enough as a bomb.
Oh, it's crazy girlfriend girl.
Which one do you...
wife in the previous.
But which one do you think is crazier? Just calling in a random bomb threat or actually making the bomb? For some reason, I respect the guy who makes the bomb more than the person who's just making a random bomb threat.
Like, in a way of looking at it, the guy has to be sane enough to figure out the calculations to make a bomb.
Yeah. You know, like he watched the movie Speed and he was rooting for the bad guy.
Yeah, exactly. It's a multi-step process where he's really thought this through. And then you have this lady that couldn't even think further than, oh my goodness, the police are going to trace my phone call back to my house.
So it's more of an impulse bomb threat.
It is. It's very much thought through.
But the guys are much more like, no, I'm going to make the bomb and then I'll make the threat. I can't make a threat before the bomb.
This has been a year-long planned process. I started a cult for this.
Mm-hmm. We're in 27 states.
Well, that one might just be a plan.
Yeah, that was a plan. That's true.
Yeah.
See, but that's what I mean. They think it through. So the woman identified as Kayla Blake, 33, made the threats to Puritan Medical Products last Thursday, the police said. According to the Press-Herald, Pittsfield Police Chief Harold Bickmore said that there were 2 separate threats. One at 9 a.m. when a woman called the Maine State Police saying she was going to put a bomb at the plant, and another around 2 hours later when the caller said she was going to put 4 bombs near the plant.
They didn't take it seriously enough the first time.
Yeah, so she goes, you know what? I just made 3 more in a half hour.
I was going to hold on to these other ones for another party, but it turns out I hate you guys enough to use them all today.
Yeah. I'm PMSing like a mother trucker. And you have crossed me for the last time, Main Street Police. So Bickmore said the police traced the call to the town of Etna, where Blake lives, and found her by interviewing people in the area. Like, has anybody been making bomb threats to you lately? They're like, oh, you mean Etna? Or no, that's her name. That's the city's name. I just had a little bit of a brain fart there and stuttered.
Miscombobulated?
Just like Joe Biden. I had the Joe Biden stutter.
It comes and goes.
It does. I'm going to need a nap soon. So Blake then confessed and said she didn't have any bombs, Bickmore said, the Press Herald reported. You broke, Blake. So Blake was charged with a felony count of terrorizing and taken to Somerset County Jail, where her set bail was set at $1,500, the Press Herald reported. Do you think her boyfriend knew about it? How good of a hang is this guy that maybe he's just so good of a hang that you need to call in a bomb threat to keep him with you?
Maybe. So, yeah, he either went to work and he's like, I don't have any more sick days. You should do this for me, babe. Or she just got in her head that this would be a really great idea. He was just going on his jolly way to go to work.
Yeah. He was probably happy to go to work to
get
away
from her. Yeah. She is clingy.
Man, I'm so happy Monday's here. Oh, your work is canceled. Why? Bomb threat. He goes, Blake. Knew it was you, you crazy ass.
Yeah, you gotta break up with that broad. Well, I guess prison's doing that for him now.
Hopefully.
If not, it's a big fine.
What?
Calling it a bomb threat?
Yeah, seems to be.
Pretty fineable.
That's a word. So, moving on from one bomb story to those who like to use bombs.
Okay.
So, Afghanistan's new defense minister says that the Taliban foot soldiers need to stop having so much fun and taking selfies.
Why are they posting some things that are super secret?
No, they're just having a ball. So there was like a photo of them at a bumpers car thing.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. They kept, threatening each other. They're like, I am a car bomb. And you're like... and then there was a photo of them on a lake, and they had some blow-up, whatever those things are called.
They were on floaties?
Yeah, floaties. Not the ones with the wing, not the ones that you put around your arms, but like
big animal ones.
Big animal ones. Okay. And they were just, having a good, jolly old time.
I had one of those blow-up trampolines.
Yeah, they didn't understand what the blow-up trampoline was about, though. They thought it was completely different. They're like, why is not blowing up?
Yeah.
Yeah. They go, I have to blow up myself? Oh, no problem. So since the Taliban seized control of Kabul on August 15th, rank-and-file soldiers have been making the most of the city. When off duty, according to reports, Taliban fighters have been visiting the animals at Kabul's zoo, riding bumper cars at amusement parks, taking part in impromptu wrestling, and kicking back at an abandoned mansion in the nation's capital. These guys have spent so long in a cave, you think that they would just let them relax and enjoy the things that they've been giving up for the last 20 years. But no.
Yeah. It seems they're goalless now.
Yeah, it seems like they've done what they wanted. Their goal is there. They're ready to party, but apparently the upper brass is not there. But the Wall Street Journal reported that Afghanistan's new defense minister, the son of the Taliban's founder, has told soldiers to stop having so much fun and focus on the task at hand.
Listen to me.
Well,
I'm just saying he's like his son's, or he's the head honcho's son who clearly got his position because he was related to the guy.
Oh, nepotism. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's alive and well in Hollywood and apparently the Taliban. Yeah. So, I'm
going to tell my dad.
Yeah. You would not like it when I tell father. So stick to the tasks that you have been assigned, said Malawi Mohammed Yaqub in an audio message released Thursday per the WSJ. Sorry. You are damaging our status, which has been created with blood of our martyrs.
Yeah. They're supposed to be super scary terrorists. They're not supposed to be hanging out at the zoo.
Yeah.
Sitting on floaties.
Nope. Only the bodies, you may float on the bodies of all of our enemies. That is it.
Yeah.
So in a recent speech, the media outlet reported Maulawi Yaqub told soldiers that they need to stop taking so many selfies because it can compromise the security of Taliban officials. When these photos end up on social media, he reportedly said it can give away locations and activities of the group's leadership. Yeah, maybe we would finally hit somebody with a drone strike. Yeah. That's another burn. America burn, self-burn. So WSJ reported that Maulawi Yaqub also disciplined soldiers for driving too fast and for adopting Western fashions. Yeah, we always get them.
Yep.
We always get them.
Temptation.
Yep. So he said that the Taliban fighters should no longer sport short-length hair, stylish clothing, and white high-top sneakers. Yeah. Western culture gets to everybody.
Yeah.
It's just so, the materialism of it is just so, it's intoxicating. You just want stuff.
That, and I feel like a lot of these underlings thought they had reached their goal, so they're like, I don't really know what else to focus on.
Time to bring out the Air Jordans.
Yeah, this is what I fought for. All these liberties.
No, they weren't fighting for liberties.
Their liberties.
Well, their liberties, yeah. So, just move to America. We'll adopt you and your shoulder-length hair and your stylish clothing and your white high-top sneakers.
There might be a few frowns here and there, though.
No, you can just call him a bigot and film him. Yeah. America. So this is the behavior of the warlords and gangsters of the puppet regime, the defense minister reportedly warned the soldiers, referring to the U.S.-backed government the Taliban overthrew. If we continue to act like this, God forbid, we will lose our Islamic system. Hey, we lost our system. It's only fair.
Yeah, exactly. Bring him down with us.
Yep. So since the Taliban's takeover, Taliban fighters have also taken violent actions reminiscent of their brutal rule in the late 1990s to counteract the like, for every selfie, you have to chop off the head of an infidel, apparently.
Oh.
Really,
Steep price.
Well, you got to keep images up.
Well, got to make sure that selfie counts. Work your angles.
Yeah, they don't like using selfies or iPhones or anything like that, but they do love camcorders and grainy video images. Oh. They're very good at those. Snuff films, they love them.
I'm sure there's a filter for that, though.
Yeah, but I mean, is it really as good? Like when you saw The Hobbit and all their CGI versus the Lord of the Rings, who actually took time with the makeup artist, it wasn't as good, right?
Yeah, that's what you say, but no, I was okay with it.
Well, no, you were okay with it, but Lord of the Rings was awesome. Hobbit was okay with it. I'm okay with it. That's not how you want to go into life.
I watched them both around the same time, actually.
It was garbage, Melissa. Don't tell me this. So in August, fighters reportedly set an Afghan woman on fire for bad cooking. Fair. In early September, insiders Aliyah Shuab wrote, the Taliban raped and beat a gay man in Kabul. By the way, raping a gay man, not gay.
Well, it's crazy how that is.
Yeah, that's not a gay thing to do. Since you're doing it to a gay man, not gay.
There's a hint of it, but yeah, it's probably mostly dominance.
Yeah. So on Friday, a witness said that the fighters hanged a body from a crane in a city square. They are trying to adopt Mexican culture with the piñata. They're
really branching out.
They're really culturally appropriating, and I think we need to talk about this before it gets out of hand, guys.
The head honcho's already looking into it.
Good for them. Yeah. Well, the head honcho's son. Who knows what the head honchos are up to?
He's part of his father's will, I'm sure.
Yeah. He goes, Dad, I think we really need to bring in the piñata.
Trust me, Dad. I can prove you.
Yeah, it's great. No, you just put... we put virgins in there. It'll be awesome. All right, moving on.
Okay.
I think that's my most offensive story that I have. But it's like offensive against the Taliban. Is it really that offensive if it's against the Taliban?
Yeah, no, the Taliban are just offensive people.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right. So, Oklahoma dad beats up pastor he accused of touching his son.
Ooh.
So if he actually was touching your son, snaps.
Yeah, but we'll find out.
Yeah.
What's the story?
So a father in Oklahoma brutally beat a local pastor after allegedly catching him in the act of inappropriately touching his 9-year-old son. Ooh. So Michael Coghill, 33, was arrested Wednesday by Oklahoma police on a child sex complaint after the victim's parents told cops that they caught him in the act, according to News 9 in Oklahoma City. For some reason, I'm just not... I've never thought... any pastor I've ever met in my entire life, I thought I could beat up.
Yeah, for the most part, they're kind of just welcoming people. They're not really built to be brutes.
No, except for, what was that guy's name? Machine Gun Preacher. Did you ever see that movie?
No.
With Gerard Butler. It's actually not a bad movie.
Yeah, I missed that one.
Yeah, he goes to Africa to actually help some people and spread the good word. But then they kept coming in and taking his children away from him. So he was actually a biker. He was in a bike gang or club. Sorry, Lo Siento. And he got out of prison with this renewed faith. Went to Africa, set up a school. The school was getting raided, and they were trying to take his kids and whatever they had, right? Mm-hmm. And so he bought a couple AK-47s and armed some people, and he became a preacher that was defending with a machine gun.
No, that is where I'd want a machine gun preacher to be.
Yeah.
If that's what's happening.
Yeah. Anyways, we got off topic.
Yes, I would say so.
So let's see here. The child told his parents Coghill jogged by his bus stop several times and touched him in a way that made him feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's usually not on a 7-year-old's radar.
9.
Unless it actually 9-year-old still.
9-year-old. Yeah. So on Wednesday, the boy's father waited in his car to see if Coghill would return. Oh. All right. So you waited. Oh, yeah, you should have filmed it.
See for your own eyes. Yeah, you should. Maybe he's got one of those footage cams on his car.
Yeah, hopefully. So while he was watching the school bus stop, our suspect ran by him, ran past the bus stop where the children were waiting, turned around, came back, and stopped where he touched the child. Sergeant Dylan Quirk with the Oklahoma City Police Department said, "Ooh, you really need to get a new routine, buddy. You can't do it every day."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so dumb. It's like...
Plus he's got other children as witnesses, too.
Yeah, it's like the president going out for a walk and using the same route. Like, you can't do that. You got to change up your routes.
Setting yourself up for disaster.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm glad he's an idiot, so.
Yeah, me too. So the dad ran after Coghill and tackled him to the ground. Well, he was already tired from jogging so much.
Yeah, exactly. Way to use your freshness.
Yeah. Hopefully he stretched, didn't pull a hammy.
That would suck.
Plus, in the pastor's or the priest's defense, whatever he was. What was he? He was just an inappropriate guy. The pastor. Mm-hmm. It is really difficult to run with an erection. Uh-huh. So there's that too. I can't take turns like he used to. So the dad ran after Coghill and tackled him to the ground, reportedly fracturing his skull and cracking his left orbital socket. Ooh.
Yeah, if he had taped it, then he has grounds to do all this to this gentleman, but now it's just his word against the pastor's.
The pastor running away, though, is something.
He was on a run.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, all right, fair enough.
Yeah. It's just, judicially wise, you need some evidence.
That's fair. So Lacoma Church of Christ released a statement condemning Coghill's actions and saying he has been relieved from his duties. Coghill's profile has since been removed from the church's website. So there's hardly any words that are camera appropriate, witness Lisa Ward said. It's just sickening. Lisa Ward's daughters waited at the same bus stop where a 9-year-old boy repeatedly reported he was inappropriately touched by Coghill.
All right, more victims.
Yeah, so
I just hope this dad doesn't go to prison or anything for this.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so according to the police report, Coghill lives in a community nearby, and residents said he is a minister at a church in Mustang. I just thought he was a runner in the neighborhood, Ward said. He knew the time he would be there every day, Ward said. That was the hardest part and the most disgusting part. Yeah, he would just be there every day. That's another thing that's a little weird.
Yeah, exactly. It's a boring running route every day, unless you have a certain prize you're looking for.
Okay. It's weird that you use the term prize, but
for him, yeah, that's how I thought about it.
I understand. I just think it's still...
I know. I didn't have much of a choice in words.
I feel like you did.
It was out of my hands.
It's not my fault. So police are asking if anyone else has information that could help the investigation to let them know. If we have more victims, we encourage them, if they know something, say something. Come forward, Quirk said. Yeah, as you should.
Yeah.
So the Lacoma Church of Christ, where Coghill was listed on the website as a minister, issued the following statement. All right. I'll try to sound as churchy as I possibly can here.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
We were heartbroken to learn of the incident involving one of our adult ministers.
Ministers aren't Catholic, I don't think.
Oh.
For the most part.
Okay, I'll how about I change it up? I'll try something else now.
Yeah, you just always go Catholic.
Well, it's the easiest.
And I grew up Baptist.
Okay. And our hearts go out to the child and family involved.
Amen.
Preach it. We were shocked at this news as he had a clean background check. And we have received no reports or claims against him during this tenure.
Hallelujah.
Church leadership has no tolerance for any type of abuse and is meeting tonight to discuss the next steps. We will cooperate with the authorities as needed.
That was pretty good.
Thank you.
I'm a believer.
Yeah. All right. That's as churchy as I go. Coghill is currently being held in the Oklahoma County Detention Center on one complaint of lewd acts to a child.
Yeah, there's probably some other past he has. If they look a little further, there's got to be something on this guy.
Well, I don't know. Maybe. I could also see somebody making it to 33 before they start doing weird crap.
No, even as an adolescent, they'll do some things.
Oh yeah?
Usually.
Okay. Apparently you know this. Okay. Moving. By the way, I'm totally cool with a dad punching.
Oh yeah.
A would-be anybody. You do anything to anybody's kid, the father should be allowed to. For example, Gabby Petito's father, he finds what's his butt?
Yeah.
Brian Landry. He should be able to do whatever he wants to that guy.
Yeah.
This is more than just anybody. Nature. This is mother or father of a child that's had something bad happen to them. This supersedes law, in my opinion.
Yeah, but then it's the gray area of taking law into their own hands, and then there's the problem of if they would actually do all the work to find out if what they think is true is actually true.
I know.
So, but I do agree if it is proven, I think the father should be able to take one really good punch at the guy.
No, that's not going to be enough.
2 punches?
It's not a matter of punches, Melissa. 3 maybe. We'll talk about 3. All right.
It's tough because
at least let him get a combo in. Is all I'm saying, like a left, right, left.
There's also people that claim fake pedophilia. Like a lot of people in, like, let's say there's a divorce between a father and a mother, and sometimes the mother will claim that the father's,
wife and a husband.
Yeah. Will claim that the father's a pedophile just because she doesn't want to give up any custody of her children. So she'll ruin the man's complete credit for it, and it's just made up grounds for it. So that's where it could be wrong to take matters into your own hands.
Yeah, I agree, but at the same time,
yeah,
nature. If you see it happen, you're allowed to do whatever you want. I think that's nature's law. You know.
I think you have good judgment. I don't think everyone has good judgment.
I think a mom and dad have a good... Well, I think a father has good judgment.
Okay.
I'm kidding out there, moms. All right. No, moving on. Remember when gangsters were actually gangster?
Oh, yeah.
So in parts of the world, they still are. All right. So a gangster standing trial for murder was shot dead in a courtroom by two rivals disguised as lawyers.
It's dumb that he would, I guess he was a witness against them then?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, then that makes sense. Although, I would wonder if there's like a head honcho that ordered them to do it.
Obviously, there was a head honcho.
Yeah.
The head honcho.
Scapegoats.
Yeah, the head honcho, he's already done his line of dirty work to get to be the head honcho. He doesn't dirty his hands anymore.
Yeah, exactly. So he gets two grunts, do it, they go to prison.
Yeah.
They pay their time, and then they get a higher position when they get out.
Unless let's say these two other gangsters who are killing this other gangster, right? They fail. Mm-hmm. Then he hires an outside guy, and then he does it. And if he fails to, then that's when the head honcho gets involved.
Yeah.
According to
matters into my own hands.
You're right. Exactly. You know, he's like,
do it right.
Yeah. Exactly. You come over here. Actually, so anyways, these guys are from India.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know India had gangsters. I guess they could.
Every place has gangsters.
Yeah.
You just think, when we think gangsters,
Mafia.
You think
or Yakuza. Those are the two main gangsters I know.
Yeah, you think, when I think gangsters, I think mob, like the mob. Is that a word?
Aren't you saying mafia too?
Yeah. Yeah, like the old Italian guys from like The Sopranos.
Mob bosses.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
When I think gangsters, right?
Yeah.
So an Indian gangster was shot dead in a New Delhi courtroom by two rival gang members dressed as lawyers, according to CNN. So the gunmen, wearing their disguises, opened fire while Jitendra Gogi, 30, was standing trial for murder, the media outlet reported. Why not just wait till he was in jail? I know you guys got ties to that.
Yeah, that's true.
If you're a good gangster, you've got ties in the prison.
Maybe he had some information that was going to be revealed in trial, and that's why they couldn't wait.
That makes sense. He was gonna flip. He was gonna say some stuff.
He was probably already flipped.
And they were gonna, you got to get rid of that guy.
He's probably already told the police what he knows, but to have it admissible in court, you got to present it in court with evidence.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. So two gangsters killed in immediate counterfire by police as they opened fire in lawyers' attire at a gangster UTP under trial prison in Rohini Court premises this afternoon, said a tweet by Delhi police. All three gangsters dead. No other injury or death occurred. That's what you want as a mob boss.
Yeah.
As a boss, you go, hands are clean.
That's true.
Don't have to deal with anything else. This is good. They did good work. Their family will be taken care of.
Yeah, I want to say most gangsters probably couldn't get away with doing what these Indian men do. Maybe they just don't have tattoos like the rest of them. Because I feel like American gangsters usually have a few face tattoos all the way up to their neck.
And horrible diction.
Yeah, exactly. You can see that across the room.
Yeah, you're a lawyer? Of course I'm a lawyer. What are you talking about? Huh? You out of your mind?
Right. Cartel's probably not that much better. I will say, I think Yakuza mostly stays keeps their tattoos under the collar.
I would say that gangsters probably do the same too. I mean, hand tattoos are a dead giveaway. Yeah, I'll give you that. You know, but a suit covers everything except for your hands and neck and
that's
face.
what Yakuza does, though. That's why they have that.
Yeah, but I'm sure that these guys aren't rolling around with face tattoos and neck tattoos and hand tattoos.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, it was probably you could only get away with this in India.
No, why? That doesn't make any sense.
I just don't think you'd get away with this in America.
Why?
As a gangster?
Well, yeah, gangsters don't have neck and face tattoos and hand tattoos.
Well, it's...
Not all of them.
Well, I know, but I want to say majority of gangsters aren't really the mafia anymore, right?
No, the mafia's lost a lot, but that's how I still picture them.
Yeah, I know. That's why I keep doing the Godfather voice.
Well, also, I'm like 22.5% Italian.
I know. You really, really believe in them.
Yeah, I'm rooting for a comeback.
Yeah.
You know.
Put a horse head in someone's bed, please.
I'm trying. Those horses are hard to catch, though.
Really expensive, too.
I know. Who has time for that? So according to News 18, Gogi was jailed last year for his alleged involvement in 19 murder and attempted murder cases. So this guy was a professional.
Oh yeah, so he probably knew some really dirty secrets.
Yeah, he probably did. The Hindustan Times reported that for years Gogi had run a sophisticated organized crime syndicate. So he was ahead himself.
Ooh.
Gogi was ahead. I think he was a fall guy. He might have been a fall guy.
I don't think so.
We'll see.
Yeah.
So the paper said that he continued to commit crimes from jail, having reportedly used secret cell phones to extort people of money from inside his high-security prison cell. Gosh darn it, that's cool. One of Gogi's suspected killers, Sunil Man, was a childhood friend before the two became deadly rivals, the Hindustan Times said. The two had fought a bloody turf war for more than a decade, the paper said. I know we're not supposed to, that's kind of I would watch that movie.
Yeah. Maybe in 5 years, 3 years it'll come out.
Yeah, but I mean, if it's Bollywood, a year. Bollywood much faster at making films.
That's true. There'll be a dance sequence in it.
Every good one does. Plus, their action scenes are great.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they're fantastic. Did that old guy just do 14 front flips? He did.
It is feasible.
Yeah. All right. Moving on. Okay. So a lawyer claims that a sex toy at center of FBI lawsuit was a candy sucker.
Can't they be both?
What?
Can you repeat the sentence?
A lawyer claims sex toy at center of FBI lawsuit was a candy sucker. Can a toy be
a
edible?
sex toy? I think so.
Wouldn't it just...
It'd be an edible sex toy.
Oh. I don't know how to feel
I mean,
about
they
that.
already have those penis-shaped lollipops.
Yeah, that's what this was.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure ladies and guys in general aren't going, mm-mm.
I mean, they've done worse.
Maybe.
They've what is it? They've taken vegetables out of grocery stores and used them.
Yeah, okay.
That was on 1,000 Ways to Die.
That's fair. Okay.
A girl died by a carrot.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bugs Bunny got her.
He would have helped her.
Yeah. What's up, Doc?
Should have taken that left at Albuquerque.
Yeah. So it's a sugar-coated defense. A senior FBI agent accused of sexually harassing a female colleague by sending her a photo of a rainbow-hued sex toy is innocent of the allegations, in part because the alleged dildo, quote in quotes, in the photo was actually a candy sucker, a Justice Department attorney claimed at a recent court filing. So the photo was just some denim jeans and a white shirt, right? And it was like taken from basically what a dick pic would look like, right?
Okay, all right.
So it was taken from up top, right? Because you're not getting your face. You're not doing a lower shot.
No.
Dick photo. That's weird. You don't want your face in there.
No. People have made that mistake before.
Yeah, you don't want that. You go down. And so anyways, he's sitting in a chair, and he's in blue jeans, and he put the hued sucker, the rainbow hued sucker, in between his legs, and he propped it up so it looked like he had a candy dick.
All right.
And he sent that picture to a female that worked for him.
I guess it
Or
just...
colleague. Maybe not didn't work for him.
Yeah, if you have one of those colleague friendships where it's just kind of like raunchy jokes and you both kind of make them back and forth, sure, that's fine. But I could see this being kind of just like, why are you sending this to me? This is kind of weird.
Yeah, but at the same time, I would also go, oh, weird, delete.
Yeah, exactly. It's
And
just
then
rainbow.
And then go about my day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no way he's getting off knowing he sent you a picture of a lollipop.
Yeah. He's like sucking it by himself now. He goes, she'd love that damn thing. So lawyer Christina Morrison made the claim in a response to a lawsuit brought against Attorney General Merrick Garland as head of the Justice Department by Las Vegas FBI Supervisory Special Agent Karen Veltri. Veltri claimed in the July lawsuit that she was subjected to repeated sexual harassment at the FBI's office in Vegas, including by Supervisory Special Agent Robert Bennett, who allegedly texted her a photograph with a rainbow-colored dildo between his legs in November 2020.
That must be an expensive lollipop.
Yeah. My dick pic! Exclamation mark. Times 5. He wrote under the photo, according to the suit.
Yeah, this lady's kind of just
So
making mountain out of a molehill.
Well, if she has been... that's what a lot of guys do about their own penises, too.
Plus, the only ones I've ever seen are, like, this big.
It was substantial. It was like... well, hey, I mean... Okay,
yeah,
it was it was a mouthful. Yeah.
No.
No, okay. So anyways, let's get into this.
Okay.
There is a bit of when it is a boys' club, and the usual language used is that of inappropriate. I've been in those scenarios where it's all guys, it's all guys, it's all guys. So anything you say is totally okay.
Okay.
And then a female comes in, and instead of trying to change the way the atmosphere is to include her, and instead of just pushing her aside and not trying to include her, you just try to include her without changing your speech, and you can't talk that way to ladies.
Yeah. Yeah, just unfortunately most ladies don't like that. Although they do talk to their own friend ladies like that.
It's got a different connotation.
It's a weird double standard.
It is, right? And it depends how attractive the guy is who sends that photo.
That's true too.
If Brad Pitt sent me a photo of a rainbow-hued dick, I'd be like, "Where's the real one?"
This is nice and all.
Yeah, I go, I thought it'd be bigger, Brad. So in response, Morrison did not deny Bennett sent the picture, but claimed that the object was not a sex toy. Bennett did not send a picture of a dildo, the attorney, writing on behalf of Garland, wrote in response, filed last week. The other thing, too, is who's probably the main buyer of dick-shaped lollipops?
Female. Right.
So is it inappropriate because, like, for example, is it inappropriate because he put it in between his legs and he...
Right.
And he took a photo of it like that? Or
I think it's because he's a guy and he did that and he sent it to a girl. I think it's that whole combo.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. A girl could have done that and sent it to her girlfriend.
And totally acceptable.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Bennett did not send a picture of a dildo, the attorney writing on behalf of Garland wrote in the response filed last week. Defendant admits that S.A. Bennett sent a photo to plaintiff of a rainbow-colored candy sucker between his legs, which plaintiff knew was a candy, she added. Oh, good job getting a female lawyer.
But the girl that he sent it to knew it was candy?
According to the lawyer. So
I feel like you could tell.
Yeah.
Especially when it's translucent. Or it's got that rainbow twirl to it.
No, it looked more like a jawbreaker. So it didn't have that, but it did have the twirl.
Okay.
Right. It did, like, if I had to have picked between dildo or candy, I go, it looks like a candy.
Okay.
So Veltri's attorney said she was shocked by the response. She had no idea it was a piece of candy instead of a rubber dildo. That's not evident in the picture. Attorney David Schaefer, who was representing the agent in the federal
civil. It looks just like mine at home.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she's like, I don't know what a dildo really looks like. They're all like, sure, lady. We believe you.
Right.
So she is still shocked and dismayed by the fact that the FBI considers it okay to send a text of a candy shaped in the form of a penis instead of a rubber dildo and think it's not sexual harassment, Schaefer added. it's like all the edginess is being taken out of the workplace.
Yeah, I would have found that hilarious if someone had surprised me with that.
Right, and I think that's the thing. It's like yes, to some people it's offensive.
Yeah.
And to other people it's funny. But now what's weird is people's offense is now trumping people's amusement of things.
Yeah, that's true.
And I've always thought that was kind of there is a line in the sand, right?
Right, and like let's say that she was a part of a group chat too, and he sent it to the group chat. All she has to be like, don't include me with this group chat anymore.
Yeah, it just, I don't know. I've seen, my friends have sent me real dick pics, right?
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Just asking for your advice.
No, they just think it's funny.
Oh,
They'll just
okay.
send, but it'll never be their penis. It'll just be a penis that they like found online, and they'll just send
Guys
it.
do the weirdest things.
It's just something we think it's funny to show our penis.
Or
It's,
some strangers.
well, because we think penises are funny. We look at them and go, what a weird freaking thing that is. And so we find it funny. Like, for example, and it did weird me out, I will agree. I was in 4th grade, and I went over to this guy's house. His name was Corey.
Mm.
And him and I were, like, best buds. But I went to go spend the night over at his house, and we were asleep on his couches, and he pulled his pants down and helicopter dicked me. And I was so disturbed by it because I had never seen a helicopter dick before. And I called my mom, and I needed to get picked up.
Yeah, I would say you were sexually harassed.
Right. But then I never went and spent the night over at his house again either. But I didn't understand it until a couple weeks later, I helicoptered my own dick, and I totally understood. It is.
He created a monster.
Yeah, I won't stop.
For the sake of the show, I'm going to look up what that is later, because I don't think you should describe it.
Oh, it's when you pull down your pants, and so it's just flaccid wiener.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm.
And you shake in such a way that it rotates.
I didn't want to know.
So it rotates like a
Wouldn't
a
it be
propeller.
more like a windmill?
No, he did it with such grace.
Yeah, he started lifting off the ground.
He was getting pulled towards me, that's for sure. Yeah, okay, let's keep going.
Okay.
So, in her complaint, Veltri also... By the way, Corey, if you're listening to this, it's my fault. I got weirded out. I shouldn't have been that weirded out by it. So, in her complaint, Veltri also alleged Bennett texted her a number of times about his consumption of alcohol and about his weapons. Just sounds like a dumb guy. So, in one of the messages, Bennett allegedly asked Veltri to cover for him because he was hungover after a 2021 Super Bowl party.
The audacity.
What a disgusting man. So, I'm hanging out with my buddy Chris. Had a good time at the Super Bowl party, but I'm obviously effing drunk, so I won't be in until noon or 1, the text read, according to the suit. I just don't want to bullcrap you. I'm drunk as F, and I need till noon or 1 to sober up to show up, so handle crap for me until then. He added, the suit states.
Okay, so he's not the most responsible boss.
Well, he's not a boss. He's a coworker.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, and I'll be honest. That is annoying.
Yeah, that's not a good coworker. I wouldn't want them.
Yeah. So I can understand why, but I don't know. He seems to have like a pretty open mentality with you, open relation, like pretty forward.
Yeah, exactly. It's better than him lying to you. I'd rather him just tell me the truth.
Yeah, I hated it when people would be like, "Hey, I'm sick," and then they'd come in and they're like, "I don't feel good," and then I'm like, "What did you do last night?" They're like, "Oh, I did a line of coke and I stayed up till like 6 drinking."
I know, and you just smell the alcohol off of them.
Yeah, I'm like, why would you lie to me and just tell me you're hungover?
Yeah.
Tell me you're an irresponsible ass.
Own it.
Yeah, that's all. Own it.
I would have bought any Pedialyte.
Would you?
Yeah, Pedialyte is usually what hangover people.
Oh, yeah, that is. And a nice burger.
Yeah, something greasy.
Mm-hmm. All right, moving on. Okay. So, we discussed Gabby Petito a little bit earlier on.
Oh, okay. There's more on this case, huh?
Not really. They're still searching for him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's still missing. So TikTok psychics claiming to channel Gabby Petito's ghost.
Of course, the psychics have come. I like you guys on TV. I don't like you in real person.
Yeah, in real life, you suck. So a search of medium Gabby Petito yields dozens of these so-called social media mediums, one who claims they can communicate with the dead, giving their 2 cents on the 22-year-old Long Island native's death, which has now been ruled a homicide. Authorities are currently on the hunt for Petito's boyfriend, Brian Landry, 23, who was on a cross-country trip with her when she disappeared in the Grand Teton National Park in Wyoming. So in one clip with over 850,000 views, TikTok Oracle. I like Oracle more than anything else. Makes me, I trust it a little bit more.
Yeah.
I think because of the Matrix when they went to go see the Oracle.
Oh, that could be it.
I just have more trust for it.
Yeah, it sounds transcendent to me.
Yeah. So TikTok Oracle Kelly Farrow, known as Kelly the Magical Medium, less so.
Sparkle dazzle me.
Yeah. Kelly, yeah. Kelly Abracadabra. I'm like, you don't sound official anymore. On the platform purported to be channeling Gabby Petito psychically during the search. The now private video was recorded on September 13th when Petito was still reported to be missing.
Know who we need? The Long Island medium.
Mm-hmm.
She knew what she was about.
Yeah.
That hair had antennas everywhere.
Who's the Long Island medium?
Oh, you never saw that TV show?
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, there was it was like she had a Jersey accent, and she just went around as a medium, and she had like the old fluffed up hairstyle, from Hairspray. Yeah,
she looked like she stuck her finger in an electric socket.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And so she would just go around and she would say the basic medium stuff of somebody's died recently. I sense a male presence around you. That kind of stuff.
Okay.
A lot of feelers.
I see. Okay, so I'm going to try to sound as spiritual and oracle-like as possible.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. His energy does not feel like a killer, Pharaoh intoned during the somewhat discombobulated rant. I do feel like he was working on himself. I do feel like he had a hot temper. Oh, so hot. But I don't think he purposely killed her. How'd I do?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did it feel very like
probably did it better than Sparkle McSparkleface.
Now there's
Kelly,
a name.
that's her name?
I don't know. Kelly Ferrer.
Okay.
Farrow, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so she then appears to contradict herself, stating, that being said...
Nice, you gotta cover everything.
Yeah. That being said, I do feel like he took her life. And it's very interesting because I feel like he almost had to take her life. Because in his logical mind, that was the right thing to do. Because it would have possibly prevented him from getting into more trouble.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man.
I could be a medium. This shit's easy.
Yeah, exactly. You take what you know and you make educated guesses.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
So she added, all right, she's not done yet.
Oh.
Okay.
Sent some more, did she?
Yeah. I know this is so vivid and it's sad. And I really hope they find her. Wow.
Yeah, she's traumatized. I feel more bad for this girl than I do Gabby Petito.
Petito.
Petito?
Yeah. So another video with nearly 1 million views posted.
Voodoo views.
No, views are French views. Those are the French who.
Oh.
1 million views posted around the same time shows fellow spirit whisperer Kelsey Davies using her gifts to consult her doll Lola about the then missing persons case.
Crazy girl's got a crazy doll.
Yeah. So you're gonna be Lola here, okay? You're the doll.
Okay.
All right. What I want you to do is just kind of give like a small
Oh, just whispers.
Yeah, just do that when I ask you, and then and then when you stop, I'm going to interpret what you say.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Perfect.
Lola, do you think that Gabby is okay? No, is what she said.
She sounded like she said a lot more.
Nope, it's just no. So Lola, do you think that Gabby is okay? The psychic asks, to which the recorded voice responds with a staticky utterance that Davies interprets as a no. So, I'm sending so much positivity to her family and friends, and I really hope that they can have their closure soon.
Yeah, she should probably get there real quick and cleanse their aura.
That's no joke. That's no joke. All right. Moving on. This is going to be our last story of the day, guys. And it does pertain to the Brian Landry's and Gabby Petito case.
Oh, okay. There's more.
There's much more.
But the medium didn't predict this.
No, probably not. It didn't predict all the hate it would get either.
Oh.
Yeah, they got a lot of hate. All right. People are like, I can't believe you're doing this to try to get internet fame. And I'm like, what did you think that they were going to do? They've been lying about this from the beginning, you psychopaths.
Right.
It's just now that it's a international case, or not an international case, but it's a countrywide case, right? It's big news.
Yeah, it's probably England's heard about this one.
Jolly old England town.
Yeah, I want to say they'd be in on it.
Yeah, maybe. All right, moving on. Okay. So Brian Landry's family called the police after Dog the Bounty Hunter showed up on their property.
No way.
Yeah, he's getting involved.
Oh, man. The man for the job.
Yep. He's hoping to redeem himself after using the N-word one too many times. So if he can find him, that proves it to me.
Yeah.
He's the dog.
Exactly.
So Brian Landry's parents called the cops on Dwayne Dog the Bounty Hunter Chapman after he showed up at their Florida home over the weekend, police confirmed to Insider on Monday. So the Northport Police Department responded to a 911 call from Landry's family on Saturday, reporting that Chapman was on the property of their Northport home, Police Department spokesman Josh Taylor said. So the reality TV star who has joined the search to find Landry, the fiance of slain Gabby Petito, was seen knocking on the door of the Landry family home on Saturday. We did not tell him to leave, Taylor told the Insider in reference to Chapman. He left on his own.
Yeah. He's on the hunt, huh?
Yeah, he's got the smell. I know he's here. So, in an interview with Fox News on Monday, Chapman said that it's a shame that the Landrys wouldn't speak with us. Why would they speak with you over anybody else?
Yeah, exactly.
No offense. I think Dog's a little washed up. But I think that's why he's trying to prove that he's not washed up with this one.
I think he's just trying to revive his TV show.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
same thing,
yeah.
Right? I'm making it seem like he's, still got one good case left in him.
Yeah, and I'm thinking that his show's failing and he really needs something to up it.
I'm not even sure if he has the show anymore.
I don't either. I haven't heard of it.
Because I know his wife left him, and then he got into trouble for the N-words things.
Yeah.
And then he's like, finally, a bigger dickhead white guy. And if I find him, my stuff is erased.
Where's my bleach? I need to blonde my hair again.
Yeah. I bet it's a wig. So the police said we were welcome to knock on the door, so we did, said Chapman. I wanted to tell the Landrys that our goal is to find Brian and bring him in alive. Okay. Yeah, you and You and everybody else,
You
except for
have
the
to.
father.
Yeah.
So Landry, 23, has been the subject of a massive manhunt since his parents reported him missing to police on September 17th, just 2 days after he was named a person of interest in the then disappearance of 22-year-old Petito. So authorities have been searching the 25,000-acre nature preserve for more than a week for Landry, but Taylor told Insider on Monday that the search efforts there will be scaled back this week. Petito's body was found at a remote campsite in Wyoming on September 19th, and her death was later ruled a homicide, according to the coroner's initial findings. Chapman said in a Fox and Friends interview on Monday that he has gotten more than 1,000 tips since he joined the search for Landry. "We're going through all those leads right now," Chapman said. "I would say within 48 hours, we probably will have a location where we will start the tracking at." So check back on Wednesday.
Okay.
To see if
Super curious.
to see if he's got a place to start at.
Something the FBI couldn't figure out.
Yeah. Dog the Bounty Hunter's on the case.
I wouldn't be impressed with Dog the Bounty Hunter. I would be really just let down in our FBI.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's if you think is the FBI involved?
Yeah, because it happened in a different state, and all the families are located in different states as well, so it can't be localized to the state, the instant that it happened in. So it has to be a federal case.
And then, yeah, I mean, if Dog the Bounty Hunter finds him before you guys, you really need to stop sending dick-shaped lollipops around.
Really got to focus up here.
Quit having parties on Super Bowl Sunday. It's clearly affecting you guys. Alrighty, guys. Well, that's all we've got for you today. Thank you for tuning in to another fantastic episode of Sheep. And as always,
stay classy out there, everyone.
There you go.